Hello everybody and welcome back to episode 50 of our hardcore let's play series on Minecraft Bedrock Edition. It's episode 50, which means we are halfway to 100, so in this one I want to do a little world tour. I want to go around our world, show off everything we have done and kind of go through it, tell a little bit storyline of our world and kind of just show off everything I've managed to accomplish in the first 50 episodes of our world, which I think it might be easily 1,000 hours in this world or even more, but who knows. So I'm going to start out with the area we live in right now, then I'm gonna go a little further out to our old base, our vacation house, and then reach around our farms, our Mesa Village, all that sort of stuff. So let's just get right onto it. So to start off with, I want to show off kind of our starter house, I guess. This is the house we made in episode 14 or 17, I think, somewhere between those lines after we moved to this area, because we lived in the jungle in the beginning of the series. So this house is inspired by a YouTuber called BOO, which is pretty nice. I guess house is kind of directly stolen, so let's just head in. So directly in, we don't really have much downstairs. I never got around to fully build anything you know that's supposed to look like a real house. So anyways, in here we have a little kitchen corner. Down here we have a map that we did recently. I still haven't gotten around to updating it because I'm not sure if I want to update it or not. I think I do, so I'm probably gonna update it soon. But yeah, a little corner with a desk, and then upstairs I've gotten around to divide the house up a little bit more. So I guess to just check in our bedroom first. Here we have our bedroom with an ender chest. It's a pretty nice view. We obviously have a dragon egg right here, more storage, a little storage room, I guess a little TV room, and then up here is our our loft or whatever you want to call it. Don't really have much in here. Okay, so I just want to say quickly that I'm not going to show off every room in every house or every building because I feel like that's just too much. So I'm quickly going to go through this kind of main house, then the odd one, and then just go to the castle. And yeah, so down here we have the first storage room kind of ever made. We have wood, stone, some redstone resources, more random stuff, and then in here more random chests. And down here we have our kind of main storage room. These are the chests I've fully gotten to sort out. So you know, we have stuff like mob drops, grass, moss and that sort of stuff, and that, and aside from that, and these are random chests that can actually be emptied by placing a shulker box right here. So I made this so I could I made this a while back so I could just place a shulker box here after doing a big building project, and all the items would just be taken out and sent into all these random chests. And yeah, enchanting table, nothing too special. I use this room quite a lot because we have our majority of our loot down here. And down here we have our super smelter, nothing special. We built this quite a while ago too, but this was one of the kind of newer projects because of the blackstone. No, I mean the cobbled deep slate. Oh, in here, okay. Okay, but yeah, this is our super smelter, and down here we have a little wine cellar. I have something behind here, as you can see, because of that button, which I'm gonna show later, so stay tuned for that. But anyways, this is my main house, and I use this house probably the mostly of all my builds in this world. And kind of covering this whole house, we have a massive, I'm gonna show something over here, but a massive kind of wheat garden, make some potatoes and that sort of stuff. And yeah, so behind this house, in this little corner, we have a little freezer. This is where we store all our meat, as you can see. I might just take some meat while I'm down here, and we also have some stuff that kind of, you know, supposed to look like meat, so that's all nice. Then continuing to our 1.17 house. This was the kind of second house edition that I fully made in this world, and I surrounded this kind of house with a bunch of custom trees, custom made azalea trees, which is quite nice. We go directly in. This is more of an open house. Here we have two of my cats, which is Baby Blue and Vigar. This house doesn't really have anything special. Up here we have the bedroom, which I do use probably the most of all my bedrooms because it's easier to get into. In here we have our villager and our zombie villager, but here we have all our villagers. Same up here. All these have, you know, cheap trades, so anywhere from 1 to 3 items for an emerald, which is pretty nice. So I guess my emerald source. In here we have nothing beside a little storage room on top. Not gonna bother to show that, but down here is one of basically the thing I did in the last one towards the end. So made a little basement, we have a small office, and down here maybe one of my favorite new rooms. I don't know why, but it's just quite dark and I like this room a lot, so yeah, so I guess to quickly show upstairs in here, we have a little storage box room, not storage box but shulker box room. So in here I basically keep all my shulker boxes, because why not? So to head out, this is kind of the whole thing. We have a small pond behind here, and while we're here I have a little special Halloween thing here on. I think I built during Halloween, which is a little, I guess, little place for our skeleton horse. Do this guy have a name? He doesn't. A little grave, something special. I do like this area quite a lot though, because it's kind of blocked in with trees. So right now I might you know what, right now I'm gonna show off the sewage and then head over there to our castle, which is probably gonna be exciting. So then here is one of our latest, newest projects. I don't remember when I started building this, but it definitely wasn't far, well, long ago. So if you don't know, this is gonna be a sewage that are going to lead all over our world. So we're gonna have different ways leading everywhere. So I've started kind of digging out these two ways. Down here I haven't started yet, and then down here we have already gone down a little bit. Over here we have a way out into this cave. So yeah, let's head over to our castle. Little spoiler, can I speak English? Indeed I can. But this is a castle I'm gonna be working on more in the next one, and in the next one I'm gonna be expanding this castle a lot. So when you go straight into the castle, we have a throne room with a bunch of statues, well, 4 statues that kind of symbolize, I guess, work ethic, because, you know, these two are kind of fighters that's I guess protect the castle. This one is the worker, and this is kind of, you know, the not sure what it's called, but the guy that puts down the red carpet and kind of does, you know, I guess house stuff and make food and that. In the corners we have a bunch of big rocks, which might not make a lot of sense, but in the future when I get done with the castle, these rocks are going to make a lot more sense. But yeah, so we have a throne right here, and then we're going to have a storage room behind here, and yeah, we have a pretty nice looking roof. I haven't fully gotten around to lit the walls up, not sure how to do that. I might just add some either fire on them or torches, but for now this looks quite nice. Oh yeah, as the sun is going down, I also forgot to mention, but you might not fully understood what I said by hardcore in the beginning, even though we don't have the hardcore hearts, as you can see, and that is because in Bedrock Edition you can't have hardcore on, which kind of sucks. But when I started this series, I basically made it a rule in the first episode that if I ever died I would just end off the series. But anyways, let's sleep and continue. But anyways, I guess we're done with the castle there, so now we have a few more things to show around here. I guess to go just kind of follow the path behind here. I'm gonna start off with this. I think this is quite an interesting one. This is the sunflower forest, which I've gotten inspired by another YouTuber called DallasMade65, and basically it's just a bunch of sunflowers, which looks quite nice, and I want to have a massive custom tree right there. I think that would look really dope for either 2 or 3 episodes, and it looks quite nice. It just looks really nice to have the massive sunflowers kind of facing my base, which is quite nice. And then in here we have Project Rainbow. Now, by listening to Project Rainbow and seeing the sheep, you probably understand what that is, but I basically wanted to get a few kind of sheep of each wool color, so if I ever needed, let's say, purple wool, I could head in here, get some purple wool. Same with any color wool, so I think that is quite nice. And then heading over to our little animal island, which is one of the projects that I don't know, I just like a lot. I guess I'm kind of fully done with this, but we have a little bridge, and my FPS is really dropping over here because of all the animals. But we have our barn, and then we have a little cow pond, a sheep pond, a chicken pond, which I haven't gotten too many chickens in yet. But let's start off with the barn. I also have a little cow killing station in the back. So in here we have one of our horses, Donkey. Then we have our Muppet Mule, which is a mule, I don't know. Then we have Donkey Player 69, which is a donkey. Then up here we have a little bit of hay to feed our horses, of course. Here we have our sheep pond. We also have a little kind of milk barrel there, that, you know, when you milk the cows. Here we have our cows over here, and this is quickly a killing station. I might show how it works, but basically we use a wheat to kind of attract the cows. We push this lever that opens this, and then we push this button that opens this. Some cows might get in, yeah, that opens that, which means that a bunch of cows, roughly around 30 cows, will fall down here. Then we can jump down here and kill them, so that's quite nice. But over here we have something that changed this world completely, I want to say, because this area was all just empty, same with these two kind of forests I made, and it was looking so plain. And then I decided to make these, which is basically which basically is just a massive crop farm area. So we have 3 stations for wheat right here, and those 2. Then we have 2 potatoes and 1 carrot, and then we have a few wagons right here, which holds a decent amount of the resources. And then going up here, we can have the main, I guess, the main place where we have started to fill up some of the barrels here with loot, and I guess just kind of a storage area. Down here we have a little wagon station for our wagons that is supposed to, I guess, carry all the loot of farm here, well, loot that carry all the resource farm here, which is quite nice. And quickly I also made these 2 foresters, which I love, and I've used these on other places like there and there, but these are basically mostly dark oak trees and also some acacia trees mixed in together, which honestly I love a lot. It looks quite nice. So continuing through here, we have a little bridge over here that leads to both a lab and also a log camp with the 2 few windmills, which looks quite nice. Now the log camp is a project we are gotten a decent amount of work on, but we are not even close to finishing it. So this is basically a place where we farm up logs and kind of put them in piles. Obviously the majority of my logs I have in my ender chest and my kind of wood box in my storage room, but I still like this place a lot because it just looks so nice. And in here we have one of our newest additions to, I guess, houses in this world, which is a massive log camp house, which is quite a classic style house, but you walk in and it just looks so nice. We have a little campfire with a couch you can sleep on, some basic storage, same with here and here. Then if we just quickly head up here, we have kind of a bunk bed, and same on the other side we have double beds, I think, so that's quite nice. But we have another pathway behind here to a small garden, and then here we have a little backyard, I guess, with a little barbecue session. We can cook some food, and yeah. Now I guess the last thing we kind of have in this this area is our, I was about to say log camp, but it is our lab. So let's just head in here. This is the project I've been working on for kind of the past 2 episodes, and then a little before we also have my dog Chow in here. So to start off with, we have the middle point of the lab, which holds a little pond and some benches, which is quite nice. This is going to be the main way in, and then we have 3 separate ways that goes to different kind of, I guess, places. We haven't really made anything, but this is one of the ways out, second, and then the third one is over here. Then I want to have a little office there, and basically what this is going to be is going to be a little research center. So if let's say a new update comes out, we can make a new room in here and then test out the new block, test out explosives and that sort of stuff. So that's quite interesting. And I've already kind of started on the science stuff. In here we have a little axolot study. I haven't gotten around to place my book in here. I do have a book somewhere where I've written a little bit about these, which I might show off, but I think it's in my ender chest. But we basically study axolot. We have 3 of them in here, and we kind of see what they can do, which is quite nice. I guess we kind of have a second room, I guess third room too, which is over here, and this is our netherwort farming room. Here we farm our netherwort, and then here we make the potions. We also test them out on zombies. And yes, so in this book, I'm not going to fully show off this yet, but in this book we have a ton of text that talks about the zombies in there, like that we tested on. And if you don't know, this is the way that kind of goes out to the wine basement. So yeah, here we also make potions, like you saw. I started this, I think, before our nether fight, no, ender dragon fight, so I could make some potions, kind of be prepared for a fight, which is quite nice. So I made this quite a while ago. And yeah, like with some of the other projects, this is going to be one of those projects that are going to take hundreds and hundreds of hours, maybe thousands, and it's going to take a long time, and it's also going to be, I guess, really fun when it's done, because it's going to look amazing. But yeah, so now we are done with the main areas. What I want to do right now is, well, I guess I can quickly say that I did actually spawn over here. This is my spawn point in my world. I remember spawning here, somewhere here, when I checked my first episode. Cut down a tree right here, made my first mine in here, and then traveled towards the jungle to build up. So it's kind of weird how we traveled over here, then 11-12 episodes in-ish, traveled back to kind of our first spawn point, where we decided to set up our first base is in here, if I can land quickly. Yeah, so here we have our first kind of starter house. We have a nether portal down here, and this is where our whole base started. So in here we have a little storage room, enchanting table. Never got around to do anything here. We have our first mine down here, which I do want to show. But if I head down here, this is our kind of industrial room, right? Oh, and I was about to jump down, but I almost forgot. Also, Melon pumpkin farm. Down here we used to have our villagers. I've started to remove a few of them to bring a few back to my main base, you know, where I live right now. But we still have a few down here which I don't really care about. But yeah, and down here we have the first mine. This is where I kind of placed up my beacon and started mining out the resources. I mined it out really badly, as you can see. It doesn't really make sense how I mined it out, but I guess that's because of the huge amount of lava that is there. So I had to block off a lot of places which I could mine, and also have a slime farm here, which I'm going to go which I'm gonna go and show off. So let's just head out of here. It's night, and over here I used to farm, but here we have a little sheep farm, also had a cow farm over here. Guess the cows are dead, but over here we have our slime farm. I grabbed most of the slime. I don't think we have much. Oh, we have a little bit. It's quite nice. But I guess since we have looked at this now, why don't we head over to our vacation house? Okay guys, our modern house, or I guess our vacation house, is already loading in. So let's just land in the main room. So I guess directly here we have a small swimming pool, but a little dining table, I guess kitchen area. Up here we don't really have much. We have a little bench, a little balcony where we have a little barbecue where we can cook some food. Ow. And then in here we have the way up to our bedroom, and also kind of room where we can watch some TV. So you know what, a little pool table too, but why not, let's just sleep while we are here. So we're heading back down, and I just want to say, I know I'm going through this quite fast, but that's because I don't want this video to be too long, and I also want to, I don't know, I guess I want to show off everything while keeping you interested, so why not. But yes, right here we have a little I guess down area where you can kind of relax, look at the pool and just relax. I wanted to have some armor stands in here with diamond armor. Not sure if I want that or not. And then in here I wanted to have a little axolot fish tank, but who knows. I guess here we have a little kitchen area. But yes, that's quite nice. I guess we're done with our vacation house, and I don't go very often. There is not really much to do over here besides, I guess, just kind of relaxing, walking around. But yeah, it's a really nice house and a really nice area to just be around in, especially because of, I guess, the massive look over the desert and then some of the villages. Okay guys, we are back in my base, and now I want to head into the nether and show off my nether hub. I wonder if I should show off the end portal. Probably not, I mean, where it is, but this is our nether hub, at least what we have managed to do so far. And this is a work in progress, mostly because it takes so much quartz. I mean, at firstly I only built this kind of front part right here, kind of going into here, without any of these walls right here, without the roof, and that was maybe 20 shulker boxes or 15 shulker boxes of quartz alone. And with the roof, I mean, that just adds so much alone, so this takes ages to farm up alone, and it's just an expensive project, but I guess it's gonna be worth it. Yeah, here we have our main base nether portal. Here we have our old base, you know, our old starter base. This way we have our end portal, and then I do want to basically just copy and paste this type of hallway towards this way, and that way we have our industrial district, which I want to show off in a minute. And I also want to show off, I almost forgot, but while I'm here in the nether, I also want to show off our nether mines. Let's just do that. But see, down here we have our netherite mine, and I have a decent amount of netherite down here. As you see, this is fully stacked, and yeah, I guess I've just placed it here because I think it looks quite cool, and I don't really need netherite right now, but this is where I go to mine netherite. I have some beds in there, and I usually just bring beds. As you see, I'm using kind of these wood pillars, which kind of looks like it's holding up the roof, which having wood in the nether is not really smart, but I think it looks quite nice, and they don't catch on fire that often because I try to keep them away from lava, which is quite, you know, I guess smart of me. But and here we have our Mesa Village. So if I quickly fly up, doesn't look like much here, but in here it's starting to get a lot of shape. This is what we recently did on my Mesa Village. I'm not sure which episode, but we have started to make this custom road, and we have filled up the house with doors and that. I still haven't made the interior on most of the houses. I've done pretty much all these houses, almost all these with interior and some of these. And if you don't know, this is a project that is going to be massive, and I want to have a ton of villagers here at some point. And I'm not sure if I want to give this village civilization, but I think it would be pretty nice. I think it would be really cool to have actual villagers walking around here, which is my plan. And yeah, see, over here we kind of have my supreme nether hub. I guess this is what I kind of started with. So here we have our industrial district. I haven't done too much here. I mean by, you know, making the area look nice. I'm currently in the process of building farms and seeing how it looks, because I want to make an official area where we have our chests and where the rooms will be. And I also haven't linked up all the chests and all the farms to this, which, you know, I haven't gotten around to. But yeah, so I guess to start off with this industrial area, started off with a simple portal out there in the ocean, and then the first farm we ever made was our mob farm, which is a pretty basic mob farm. I could build one that would get us a lot more resources, I guess, but you know what, this works well. I mean, I get all the gunpowder I need for my rockets and all that sort of stuff. And the second farm from here was our sugarcane farm, not the biggest, but it works well, I guess. Our bamboo farm, which honestly we get too much bamboo, so I can't use this at the moment. I almost forgot, but the next farm I built was the iron farm, and before I built the iron farm I made a little villager breeding thing. So here we breed our villagers. Over here we have our iron farm, which I did make a tutorial on, so feel free to check that tutorial out. I'll leave a link to that in the comments to supply us with all the iron we need. Can I see how much iron? Yeah, we have 2.5 stacks. We can easily make 2 more stacks of iron blocks, as you see right here. We also get a decent amount of string and then some poppy and other stuff like that. So here we get our iron, which is quite nice. Oh yeah, and I almost forgot, but we have a few nether portals here and there that I haven't linked up to this thing yet. But here we have our pillager outpost, where we usually go to the raids to get our totems of undying. In here we have a little blaze killing chamber, which I guess used to get my blaze rods. And yeah, so now we are back in our base. Our I mean our guardian farm is that way, so let's just head over there, and I guess that might be the last thing. Okay guys, so as you see, this is our guardian farm, and you see this and you might wonder what type of guardian farm this is, and it is not as efficient as a guardian farm where you remove the water and kind of make it more professional, but I only stood AFK for a little time, and all these chests are already filled back up again. See, this guardian farm works well. As you see, it's already filled up with guardians, so that is quite nice. So right now I want to do a little bit of talking. I think this might be a decently long episode, which I guess will be kind of nice, and for the future of this world, right? I really hope I don't die, because this is a world I am really excited about playing in, and I love playing on it. This is the world, this world is the reason I am a YouTuber today, and this world is the reason I am currently making videos. Because during the 2020 lockdown outbreak, well, coronavirus outbreak, when we had my school had about 5 months of online school, I think. I think maybe not 5, but around 2-3 months of online school. I decided, you know what? I got really motivated, because I'd always wanted to be a YouTuber, and to say the facts, when I was around 11 I started making YouTube videos, but my channel got deleted quite a few times. But yes, this is the whole reason I started making YouTube videos, and it's kind of weird to think about, because I got really motivated during 2020 because I had so much more time. And if you don't know, I do have a disease that makes me extremely tired, so in a normal week, average week, I only really have a Saturday and Sunday where I have time to play video games. I guess not time, but energy to play. And then I have the occasional, sometimes Monday or Wednesday, random day throughout the week where I might have some energy, but that is only really to play. So when I've had my disease for about 1.5 years, the outbreak started, and I guess because you had so much more energy during online school, which made me start this world, and I got really motivating because of something I heard on because talking to some people and that sort of stuff. And yeah, that just made me want to start. So the second I just was done with my school on one day, I took half-hour nap, ate some dinner, and then I just started pumping out episodes. Now, I started making these amount of episodes, and I was constantly uploading every Saturday, but I guess whenever school started up again, I got so tired because of my disease. It got worse and worse because people have been kind of, I guess away home and that sort of stuff. So when everybody got to meet at school and that, it was just kind of crazy. So then I stopped uploading for quite a while, and I don't know how long of a break, but if you go into my YouTube and you kind of go to my first oldest videos, you can definitely see the big break between the timelines of certain videos. Really suck, because that really I had a good start going. And yes, I guess that's a little storyline about me and about this world. I didn't show it off, so I might quickly show it off, because I think this might be an important aspect to my world. But in my ender chest, I do have a shulker box that's dedicated to different type of stuff. So if I, let's say, take out, let's say the building box 2, in here we have a ton of stuff that I would normally use for stuff like building, detail building, and I have these in all these shulker boxes. These are my main richest shulker boxes, which I might actually show off. I can't speak, but here we have some of the main resources. Obviously I have most of my iron is in my industrial district. In here we also have 4 totems of undying, 4 extra ones whenever I get kind of run out of them, I just go grab more. We have some redstone there and 3 enchanted golden apples, which is quite nice. Then in here we have redstone supplies. I need to start filling this one up again because I'm running out of normal pistons, sticky pistons, observers and that sort of stuff. So anyways, I think I'm done for now. I don't think I forgot anything. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.